Welcome to the Mega Podcast, where we delve into the inspiring stories of entrepreneurs, motivational coaches, and business leaders. Join us as we hear about their journey to success and the challenges they faced along the way. We'll uncover their secrets to perseverance and determination and gain valuable insights into what it takes to reach your goals. Their journey may not be beautiful, but it is always purposeful. So sit back, relax, and be ready to be inspired by those who have dared to dream big and make it a reality. Hello, everybody. What's up? It's your man, A.M.P. Welcome to a brand new A.M.P. podcast, the A.M.P. And today we have a wonderful guest. This person, he helps small and medium-sized businesses get ranked at the top of Google by using search engine optimization tactics and bringing in traffic via social media, paid ads, etc. He is a king SEO. All right, let me introduce the man himself, Mr. Brandon Leibowitz. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me on today.
No, thank you for coming on today and sharing a bit about your wisdom, what you do through SEO Optimizers, and just to give us the basics of SEO and why it's so important, especially if you are a business owner and you have a website, which is also key if you don't have one, but get one. And we'll get into all that good stuff. So, Brandon, let's get into it, kiddo. A bit about yourself, where you originally from, and a bit about your background. Like, were you geeky? How did you even get into this whole type of SEO universe?
No, I grew up in Los Angeles and didn't really plan on this whole SEO thing. Didn't really know much about it until after I graduated from college, got my degree in business marketing, and the first job I got out of school was helping a company out with their SEO. And I didn't really know much about SEO. They said, "Don't worry, we don't know either much about it. We're gonna learn with you and take you to classes and workshops and seminars." And it's like, all right, let me check this out. I was just kind of happy to get a job out of school. And after working there for a few months, just realized everyone's going to have a website in the future. This is back in 2007. And I should probably just stick with this digital side of things. And I was helping out this company with their social media. I was doing paid ads, I was doing email marketing. I was helping out with search engine optimization. And after just working there for a few months, just kind of realized that SEO or websites of the future, and SEO is a way to get free traffic. So I was like, why spend money on paid ads if you could get up there for free? And over the years, I've worked at different advertising agencies as a director of SEO, and before work or after work and on my lunch breaks, I'd work on my own company and built that up eventually to be able to quit my job and focus solely on this, and been doing that ever since.
Wow. So, were you always a kid that was technically inclined? Did you always have, why did you choose this marketing path? Like, what were your interests when you were younger that kind of led you to even be interested in marketing?
I always had that entrepreneurial spirit. So, I wanted to have my own business one day, and marketing was just something that I thought was interesting to go to school. That wasn't my dream option. I wanted to have my own company doing something. So, just thought marketing is a good way to, if you have your own company, you need to learn how to market it. And so I took that marketing and just kind of fell into the SEO world of digital marketing, but did not plan on it because didn't even know what SEO is. Most people didn't know until the late 90s when Google came around, and it just started back then. And I jumped in 2007. So got in kind of early-ish, not the earliest,
Yes.
but early enough where it's pretty new. And most people didn't really know about it. And I mean, I didn't even know about it until I got that job.
Okay, that's amazing though. You landed a wonderful opportunity. So just to let the folks that are listening and understand, what is SEO, or rather search engine optimization? Like, what are the basics, fundamentals?
SEO stands for search engine optimization, and that means optimizing websites for search engines, which is pretty much just Google. So when you search on Google, there's paid ads at the top. Those are all paid per click. Anytime you click on those ads, Google or that company is paying Google a couple cents per click, could be a couple dollars per click, could be a couple $100 per click. It gets pretty expensive, but right below the ads are the organic listings. And that's what SEO is all about, is getting you in the organic, the free listings. There's 10 spots on that first page of Google, and just trying to get to your website to be able to capture that free traffic that Google offers.
All right. So, um, talking about that, then, let's see, what are the benefits then when you are ranking high, just for people to understand again those basics. So you did search engine You want to get ranked on Google, but what are the benefits, of ranking so high?
The benefit is more traffic. If you're ranked for the correct keywords, people are going to find you, go to your website, and hopefully turn into a sale, lead, phone call, whatever your conversion goal is. But ultimately, you want people to find you on Google or wherever they're searching. So if people aren't on Google, then you need to figure out where is your audience and how do I get in front of them? Are they going to be searching on social media, Amazon, Yelp? Where are they going? And you just need to be in front of your audience. But SEO, most people go on Google nowadays. So if you're not on Google, your competitors are taking that free traffic away from you.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So we're doing this SEO. So, talk to me, how do you even track then those analytics? Like, how do you track website analytics and understand what are the beneficial keywords that we should use, for our business?
Yeah, you want to track everything. That way you see what's working, what's not working, and you can track it all through Google Analytics or other tools. But Google Analytics is free. It's from Google and it shows you too much information. It's like data overload, but the more information you have, the better off you're going to be. So I would just play around with Google Analytics, click on everything. You're not going to break anything, and just learn about your audience and your traffic and see where they're coming from, what pages they visit, how long they stay on those pages, where they're coming from. Is it coming from Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, Bing, DuckDuckGo? Show you how many people come to your website, where your sales or conversions are coming from. And it pretty much gives you everything you want to know and more. But I always tell people, just play around with it. You're not going to break anything if you click on anything. And the sooner you install Google Analytics, the sooner you're going to get that data. So you have to put a little tracking code on your website. And once you put that tracking code on your website, you're going to get data about your traffic. Without that tracking code on your website, they're not going to show you that data because they just don't know if you own that website, and they don't want to just give data out to anybody. So you have to verify your website, and the sooner you do it, the sooner you're going to be able to track. Even if you're only getting 5 people to your website a day, you still want to track that because that's data that you could use to make statistically informed decisions about what's working and what's not working.
Exactly. Like, what attracts those 5 people? What are they looking at? And
Pretty
let's get
much.
5 more of those. All right. So,
Mm-hmm.
uh, for me, again, I have a website, and I have people always mention to me, "Hey, man, do you do backlinking and this, that, the other?" What is backlinks, and how do you even build them safely? Because there's a lot of shady business on that, and I know that's part of SEO, but there's also a shady side to that.
Yep. So Google doesn't really care what keywords you put on the website because they just don't believe anybody. They don't trust you. So I could build a website, or anyone could build a website and put keywords all over it, but that's not going to get Google to rank you. Google's whole algorithm started based off what are called backlinks. That's why Google became popular, is they ranked websites off of backlinks, not off whatever the search engines were doing before that. And what is a backlink? A backlink is a clickable link from another website that points to yours. So let's say you're reading an article in the NewYorkTimes.com, and in there it says Brandon Leibowitz, and you click on that and it goes to my website. I'd be getting a backlink from the NewYorkTimes.com. So the
A
more
referral.
websites that, yeah, so the more
It's like a
websites that
referral,
mention,
right?
yeah, that would be a backlink, because I don't really care if people, so for SEO, we don't care if people click on that and go to your website. That's not the ultimate goal. But if people read that article and click on it and go to your website, then that'd be referral traffic. But for SEO, we just want that backlink. If people click on it, great. That's traffic that goes to your website. But we just want Google to see that another website is talking about you. That builds up that trust and gets Google then to look at the keywords on your website to figure out what keywords you're targeting. But without those backlinks,
Okay.
Google's just not going to rank a website. And
So,
over the years, Google's seen a lot of spam. So they've
yeah.
changed how they look at backlinks. Like in the past, if I have 100 backlinks and you have 200, you would rank higher than me. But Google's like, no, no, no. It's not the number of backlinks because it's too easy to game the system. We want quality backlinks. And what is a quality backlink to Google?
Okay.
A quality backlink means it comes from a site that's related to you. That's so very important, is finding sites that are related to you. Like if you're a restaurant, you need other
Gotcha.
sites that are related to food, restaurants, entertainment, dining.
Gotcha.
It can't be like a doctor linking out to a restaurant. That looks a little weird. So relevancy is
It's
number one.
shady, yeah.
That's, yeah. You gotta be careful with the backlinks, because if you build the wrong type of backlinks, instead of ranking higher, you actually drop down. So that's where you
Oh,
have to be
wow.
really, really careful with these backlinks and making sure that you get on good quality sites. You don't want to just get anyone to link out to you. Like people are just cold emailing you for backlinks. If it's related to what you're doing, then it's okay. But if it's just from random site that has nothing to do with what you're doing, it's going to do more harm than good.
So how much relevancy those good backlinks have to your DA, to your domain authority?
Well, domain authority is just an arbitrary number that's made up by Moz as domain authority and page authority, because what really matters is page rank, Google's page rank, but they stopped showing that like 10 years ago. In the past, you could see page rank, which is pretty nice. But now these are just third-party tools that are guesstimating, and there's ways to game the system where, you could just go on Fiverr and buy a gig for $5 that will boost your domain authority up, but domain authority doesn't equate to rankings. It helps out a little bit, like having a higher domain authority, but no one knows how Google's algorithm works. So they're just guessing, and they think this is how it works, but it's not really how it works. Some of it's accurate, but there's always things that are not accurate, because with Google changes every single day their algorithm, and Google doesn't even know how it works because it has machine learning and AI built into it nowadays that it just learns by itself, which is kind of strange and a whole piece on itself. So I always look at those third-party tools. It's just take it with a grain of salt. You can't trust them. They're guessing, but they're not accurate.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you that AI is taking over the world. Everybody's competing to create the next big one. So let's see what happens on that sense, how that'll affect, what we're doing here. So we'll talk about then. Is social media important to the SEO? And if so, what are kind of like the best social media sites to use?
Social doesn't have too big of an impact. Like to Google, a normal website should have social media. So you should have a Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, but Google's pretty much blocked from all social media. They don't see how many followers, how much engagement you're getting, but they do see referrals. Okay. So they do see if Facebook brings you a lot of traffic to your website, that's a positive signal. So called social signals, where they're not looking at how many followers, how active you are. They're just looking at how much traffic is being sent from those social media sites to your website. And also that you have a page. Okay. Like, do you have a page? Because a normal business should have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, Pinterest, TikTok. You don't have to be posting and active on all of them. You just need to be active on where your audience is, because ultimately that's all that matters. Who is your audience? Where are they? And how do I get in front of them? And if your audience isn't on Google, if they're on social, then you want to make sure you have a strong social presence. If they're on Yelp, make sure that you have to optimize your Yelp. If they're on Amazon, you could optimize for Amazon. And anywhere there's a search option, there's ways to optimize for it. And that's where you just got to take a step back and think about, if you're looking for your product or service, where would you go? And that's where you need to be. You don't need to be on the most popular social media sites, because if that's not where your audience is, it's not going to do any good for you. Like myself, I'm an SEO company. Not many people are really going on TikTok looking for SEO. Some people might, but the majority of people are going to go on Google or Yelp looking for me. And then they're going to check me out for social proof on social media to make sure I have like reviews and testimonials and status updates to make sure I'm like still in business. Is a way to like social proof you. But in general, most people find me on Google and then check me out on social media. For service-based businesses. E-commerce, you can get away with social a little bit easier, where it's like showcasing products, especially if it's something new. That's a great way to showcase it. But yeah, other than that, social media, it's not that big of an impact on SEO. The backlinks are much more important.
Understood. All right. So talk about, how do you increase your website sales and leads then?
That's where you gotta optimize your website.
Making some money.
Yeah, that's where you gotta.
When we talk optimize, like what are the keys to that website optimization? Like again, what are basic steps? Like how? Everybody says SEO optimize. Wow, darn it! Give me a step.
Yeah, you gotta optimize your website for conversions. So for SEO, you gotta optimize your website for Google, but for conversions, you have to optimize your website for people, making sure it loads quickly, it's easy to navigate through. All the important information is at the top of the screen. So whatever you see on a screen, that's called above the fold. Once you start scrolling, that's below the fold. And 70% of people never scroll or swipe. So the most important thing to get people to convert is have all your pertinent information at the top of your page. Have your call to action needs to be at the top. People have to scroll down. You already lost over half your visitors. So it should say add to cart right there if it's e-commerce. if you're a service-based business, your phone number, your email address, a form needs to be right there. They don't have to. If you make people scroll down to find a form, and you're losing over half those visitors, your call to action needs to be at the top. Maybe have some bullet points or a video, something where it's easy to read, because if it's just a bunch of text, nobody's going to run and read that. Attention spans are so short nowadays that you have to make it quick and easy to scan through. So bullet points or a video with the call to action and a value proposition. People are ultimately selfish and want to know what's in it for me. They don't care about how long you've been in business or all your awards and certificates. They want to know, what am I going to get out of using your product or service? That needs to be at the top. Value proposition needs to be very big. And then a couple bullet points offering more benefits, more features. I mean, not just benefits, only talk about benefits. And then lower down on the page, if they're interested and you hook them with all that stuff, then you can have all this text there about who you are, how long you've been in business. But the top of the page needs to just be easy to read, easy to navigate, quick, and really mobile optimized, making sure it looks good on mobile first, desktop secondary, making sure it's not cluttered on mobile, making sure you have that call to action. All that stuff is above the fold, because if not, you're going to lose out on over half those visitors.
So, and just for asking's sake, what do you say that it should be optimized for the more for mobile than desktop?
Yeah, mobile first, desktop secondary. If anyone's building
Why?
a new website, because the majority of your traffic comes from mobile. So over half
Okay.
traffic nowadays comes from mobile. But every website's different. So that's where you got to look at Google Analytics and see, where is my traffic coming from? And Google Analytics will show you where your visitors are coming from. Are they coming from mobile, desktop, tablet? If they're coming from mobile, you can break it down to iPhone 10, Galaxy, the Pixel, to iPhone 14. You can see it all. You can see if they're on
Yeah.
BlackBerry, if
Yeah.
they're on Motorola Razor, if they're on some old school ones, you can see everything right there. And then that's how you can figure out, all right, if everyone's on this iPhone 5 that's coming to my website, I gotta make sure it looks good on an iPhone 5 screen, because the iPhone 5 and
I
iPhone
see what you're saying.
14 are much different. There used to be buttons on the iPhone, so making sure it looks good on all the devices, also making sure it looks good on
Mm.
Firefox, Chrome, Safari, Internet Explorer. It's all gonna look different. Your website's always gonna look different. So that's where you gotta just make sure your website looks good across the board on every device, on every platform. And there's emulators, they're called, where it'll emulate your website. So you just download like an extension called, like, I forgot what they're called, but just like website emulators. And then you could just
Yeah.
scan through and click it, say, all right, show me what it looks like on the iPhone 14. All right, what does it look like on the 13? What does it look like on the 7? What does it look like on the 2? And then you could see it. And then you could also download all the different browsers and make sure it looks good on all the different browsers. Because for some reason, Internet Explorer always breaks websites. Not sure why, but majority of people don't use. Luckily, most people don't use Internet Explorer. But if you look in Google Analytics and see that majority of your traffic comes from Internet Explorer, then you got to make sure that page looks good on Internet Explorer. Otherwise, they're gonna hit that back button. And unfortunately, half the traffic comes to your website. It's gonna hit that back button. It's called the bounce rate. On average, about half your visitors will leave immediately. So any way to get them from leaving, that's going to be that conversion rate optimization. And once they do leave, then you maybe want to keep yourself top of mind, where you run some ads that follow them around. So if you look at a product on Amazon and you don't buy it, those ads follow you around. You do the same thing for your own
Yeah.
website. Anyone that's been to your website and didn't do a specific conversion action, you can just follow them around and keep yourself top of mind. And that works really well to get people that have been to your website and hit that back button to thus then come back and hopefully become a client.
Wonderful. Talking about becoming a client, I want to take a look at your website. Let's put this puppy up, baby. SEO Optimizers.com. All right, folks, right there's the link, and there's many links below, including this one. So make sure to show some love and support. Let's talk about it. Talk about how you and SEO Optimizers help businesses, scale up and make sure that they have a presence.
So focus mainly on SEO, but also help out with a little bit of paid ads, because unfortunately half the people that come to your website leave. So you got to keep yourself top of mind and have those multiple touch points to get people to want to trust you and want to buy off of you. So help out with those aspects of digital marketing, and then just making sure everything looks good through analytics, that everything's working properly, and that you're getting what you're looking for in terms of conversions.
Great. Let's see all these services that you have popping, right? Let's see. You got there we go. Search engine optimization, local SEO, reputation management. What's that?
So just like a rank website, so you could also push stuff down. So if someone wrote a negative review about somebody or wrote a fake ripoff report or something like that, we could hide it, but try to stay away from those because if there's negative content out there, it's probably because it's true, and I don't want to hide stuff that should be out there
Of
for the public to
course.
see. So that one gets a little weird where I try to
But
stay
it's
away from it.
possible though.
But
Interesting
yeah.
enough.
Hmm.
Interesting enough. So you also do social media marketing. So what do you mean that what type of social media marketing do you offer a company?
We help grow your account to get you more targeted followers. So focusing more or on the organic side of things. So just helping grow being social on social media, helping out with engagement and things like that.
Oh, okay. So you mean you have a team kind of that's responsive to the community, things like that, or like or through a kind of like targeted posts and whatnot.
No posting, just helping grow your account to help you
Oh,
grow organically. So more of like SEO, I'm helping you get more traffic without
okay,
spending money on
gotcha.
paid ads. Same with the social is helping you type into the organic social media marketing.
Got this. And look, folks, you could go visit this page. You could book an appointment, 15 minutes, personalized SEO strategy. You'll learn about the business and take care of you. And you have classes. What's this all about?
Do lots of free classes. So if they want to watch my courses, they could just go on YouTube or go to my website and they could sign up for my different classes I have on different topics about SEO, Google Analytics, social media, paid ads, Yelp, all that stuff, and show you step by
So
step
let
how
me
to do a lot of it.
so let me ask you, did you ever see yourself like going on this route too? Like now teaching classes and helping people in this way when you stepped into this world? Did you see this
No,
happening?
no, but just kind of fell into it, just like fell into this SEO world, just fell into this teaching and enjoy it and like helping out.
All right, bad. That's great. Great on you, man. So you've had a good time. Is there any particular a class or memory in a class that you have that brings a smile to your face?
Just like sharing that knowledge and hopefully people take action. That's the main thing is I'll teach you everything, but most people unfortunately don't take action. So when people come
Why
back
is
and say,
that?
"Oh, I followed your steps," it makes me pretty happy. So when they do take action, they come back with results, but most people just don't take action for some strange reason, which I wish I knew, but it's a
Yeah,
weird
Tom
one.
Bilyeu talked to me about that, and he had mentioned how give out all your secrets. It's not to a whole crowd. You'll be lucky if 1% of them take any action on what you said.
Yeah. Yeah. Sadly, that is
Sadly,
very
right?
true.
Right? And look at this. I mean, look at this image, folks. He has a full class. Homie knows what he's talking about. You know what I mean? There's a wonderful looking website, success stories. Let's see what's popping here. You got some video consistent sales, targeted leads using SEO. He got them testimonials. He's making people millions, right?
Yeah. That is the goal. Get you up there and get you that traffic.
Let's get it. I mean, oh wow, you serious? Look at that's huge. That's a huge difference. What's that secret sauce, bro? Jesus.
Those backlinks. Backlinks are the secret to getting
Wow.
more traffic. So if they
Wow.
go
It's
and watch those
impressive.
videos too.
Watch the videos, folks. Look at this one. Those are numbers. Those are numbers people want to see. Look at this. Look at this nice little bridge here that keeps going up, baby. I love it.
Yeah.
You could at least double, triple, and tuple. Wonderful. This is great, man. How do you feel when you get such wonderful reviews from your customers? I mean, look at that. 5 stars, dropping them 5 stars like they're at a club. My gosh.
Hmm. Yeah. No, like helping out and giving back. So it's always great to see them get up there and get that traffic that they're looking for.
Wonderful, man. Thank you for doing that for people and entrepreneurs and teaching. I know that when people tell you, "Oh, get a website." Okay, great. I got a website. What do I do now? And then it feels like you're in the desert. So, I'm thankful for people like you that share knowledge, and offer these type of services where we can learn and make sure that we can, in fact, scale up and improve. And thank you for, again, you do classes. That's awesome. You have free videos, folks, free videos. Isn't that your favorite F word? Four-letter word at that? Wepa, come on. This is
Mm.
awesome. Brandon, what type of advice would you give, up and coming, entrepreneurs that are, building their business?
Let's just say be patient with the digital. Takes time. A lot of people want the immediate results with SEO, but it takes time. And as long as you keep building it and sending the right signals to Google, they're going to reward you. But just be patient. Don't get discouraged if you're not getting that traffic right away, because it does take time. But once you start getting Google to trust you, you'll see that traffic start coming in definitely.
There we go, folks. And one last question. Are you going to doing any speaking engagements or teaching anywhere live where we could see you?
Yeah.
And are you going to come up with a book, or do you have one? What's popping? Talk to me, Brandon. What's the future in the Leibowitz verse?
No, yeah, no, I do in-person classes. I mean, it's changed a lot over the past couple of years where I try to do them, but it's not as easy to get attendance anymore. But definitely love doing them in person. I teach at like General Assembly and with the Small
Oh,
Business
cool.
Association and through SCORE, and at my own meetup group that I do in Los Angeles that I do in-person classes. So now I'm due in person maybe like once every month, once every other month. So trying to get back into them if I could get them to fill up like I used to. Because in the past, I'd usually get like 100 people in person. Now it's really
Oh,
dropped
wow.
down a lot. But with the online, it makes it easier too, because now anyone could watch it anytime. They don't have to come down LA on a weekday, find parking, fight traffic. They could just log in on Zoom and watch it. But I still do them live online, just in person. I
Awesome.
haven't done as many as I would like to do, but hopefully that starts changing again soon and we could get back in that traction.
And do you have a book in the future for me, or what? Are you going to be
Probably.
putting all these notes down,
Yeah,
and giving us a bestseller?
probably pretty soon. So yep, gotta get on that New York Times bestseller list, get that SEO book out there. So that is
Yeah. What? What? You know how much power that'll bring you? You know how much more traffic will come your way?
yep, that is in the back burner, but that's up there. So gonna definitely work on
Awesome.
that.
Brandon, I appreciate your passion and your love for helping people and taking this, to help others. So you're awesome. Keep doing what you do. Folks, thanks for tuning in. Please, again, make sure to visit Brandon's website at SEO Optimizers. And guess what, folks? He's the man over here just for tuning in. Just for tuning in, folks. Please visit SEOoptimizers.com/gift. There's something special there for you guys just for tuning in. Go ahead. Go ahead. You look like you wanted to say something, Brandon. Go ahead.
No. Yeah, check it all out. And I have a bunch of free resources over there on my website. So take advantage of all that and just keep learning and take action. Don't just read, take action.
Yes, take action, folks, because an entrepreneur takes action. Things don't happen because you sit down and twiddle your thumbs, all right? You got to get up and make it happen every single day. So, Brandon, again, thank you for your time. Everybody that tuned in and listened and watched, thank you. Appreciate you guys. Make sure to tune in and subscribe to the Mega Podcast on YouTube. All right, turn on notifications so you know when we go live to talk to amazing entrepreneurs like Brandon. And also check out my extended family over at comiccrusaders.com if you're into pop culture, and also my podcast family at undercovercapes.com. They also cover pop culture, and it's a worldwide international team that you'll love. All right, so tune in. Thank you, everybody. Hasta la próxima, mi gente. Wepa. And that's a wrap for today's episode of the A.M.P podcast. We hope you've enjoyed listening to the insights and stories from our guests. Remember, success is a journey, not a destination. And every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals. Don't give up on your dreams and keep pushing forward. Until next time, thank you for tuning in and stay motivated.